my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, go timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Trying to hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Shamrocks of Chicago. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A strong running. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Bennett throwing right out of the gate here. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Walker to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now Smith going to change the play. Now Gino on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And Walker has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Back to throw, Smith. That is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Cooper Kupp, 55 yards. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Check 58. 49, flip rock, 49.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Smith now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
That's caught by McMahon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Now Gino. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Racy McMath, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, Bennett. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, Bennett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to the air yet again. Bennett. Open man is Atwell, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion goes the tight end. Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Bennett looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Marr able to put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Smith. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Smith. Escapes the, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Phillip. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Smith. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the 50, it's Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
First down 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go! Track 60. Check. 79 Bronco. 19 tight. Let's go.
1st and 10, here's Bennett. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Bennett throwing after the interception. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. First and 10, here's Bennett. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And Bennett will look to throw. Flush. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, here's Smith. Now he'll escape to his right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Throwing on first down, Bennett. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Bennett now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Looking to throw here. Bennett. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tutu Atwell. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Shamrocks have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Gino on first down. Flush, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Ernest Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Gino. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Smith now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Geno. This one goes underneath to Walker. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Geno is going to get this complete to Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Smith. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now look out. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Cam Akers with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10, Smith again. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Touchdown, Chicago! Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Shamrocks are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Off of play action, here's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Seahawks.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First down, Seattle.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. First down, Seattle.
Play action. It's Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Geno now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them.